So 2. 4. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2, 7.
Good work.
Yeah, just about 6 weeks.
6 weeks. How many pounds did she have to cut for this fight?
She walked around pretty close. The fight's at 125. She started about 134 or so.
So that's not going to be a problem?
No.
What strategies, if you want to divulge, you plan on implementing during the fight?
Michelle came to me at the beginning of this camp saying she needed to start filling some of the gaps where she was afraid some of her opposition would start seeing as her fights progressed. Mm-hmm. So we picked it right up from the inside out. So after you don't knock someone out, I said, after you stop knocking people out, we want to keep focusing on that. But once that doesn't happen, you're going to be clinching. It doesn't have to go to the ground necessarily.
Used to be very aware.
Used to be 99% of the fights go to the ground. Now they're going to be in a clinch. You know that now. Whether you can keep it from going to the ground and dictate what you want to do, that's up to her now, because she's learning how to infight. Not like a boxer, but she's learning how to dirty box. We came up with Dennis Paul and myself, coined that whole phrase, dirty boxing. So Michelle, being a boxer, I love teaching strikers how to anti-wrestle and anti-grapple. You know what I mean? So as her submission game and her wrestling game comes up, she's avoiding the takedown, she's getting up, she's avoiding submissions. Yeah. But I'm also letting her know that she's dangerous with the strikes. Her best takedown is probably going to be dropping someone with a punch. You don't have to let everyone up all the time. When you let someone up, it's still a fight. You can get blasted just by letting them up, then you get clipped. Let's not do that. Have your claws out the whole time. We're trying to get her working, so when her offense is great and she puts these girls on her butt,
from the top.
Get in there, attack from the top. So you get, they're starting to get crazy, then you can let them up. But you're not just hitting someone and saying get back up because I'm so sweet. It's a dangerous game. You know what I mean? I go, quit that shit. So now she's starting to put everything together good. Her transitions are really, really good. She's hitting from all the areas. She's striking well on the ground. Her base is way better on the ground. And like I said, it's hard to rewrite the wheel for every camp. I mean, for just a camp. So we're filling in these gaps to help her win this fight. You understand? And then we're slowly going to we're going to continue to add fuel to the fire.
I said to Michelle, not looking past Lavoie, who's got hands as good as Michelle?
Well, there's a couple of girls out there. I don't know if they're in a weight class, so that's a problem.
Right.
At her weight class, there's going to be a tall order to
She's
fill
top
those
of the food
shoes.
chain.
Absolutely. So I mean, I think I heard some of the names you're throwing out there. Those girls are equally good strikers, I think, in their own right, but they're just different weight class, and those things would never happen. So and then I think as far as that being said, she's top of the food chain at her weight class. For
Boom,
sure.
there it is, because that's what I was asking her. She said she's never going up. So if these people aren't going to meet her at a catch weight, there's no point in going up.
Absolutely, no.
So she'd be big fish in the pond.
Right. I mean, we're coming up in this fight anyway. We're going to see how it feels. The fight was already signed. We took it. I came in and we're going to put a game plan together to implement and come out on top. However, I think we can fight at what's closer to her weight. You know what I mean? Yeah, this might be her weight if she puts on some muscle and stuff like that. But just so you don't have to cut.
Right. So
doesn't necessarily mean that's your weight. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't have to drop an extra 4 pounds. Well,
somebody else is.
Someone else is.
Walking around
Exactly.
dropping 20 pounds, you're fighting 180 pounds.
Yes, sir. So that's where we're at.
Again, Tony Fryklund, head trainer for Michele Gutierrez. Have a great night.